Good day, everyone. Yes, good to see you guys again with smiling bright faces. So yeah, in our last section, we spoke about goal setting and reaching our goals, right? Today we'll be talking about prioritizing our tasks, right? That's what we're talking about today. And there's something I say a lot about activity. Who knows the quotes? All of us know the quotes, the popular quotes. Activity does not equal productivity, right? And I say this a lot because many times, even while you work for a company, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are getting the desired result from your daily activity. Take for instance, I remember some times ago, our HR, I did an auditing. I asked her that I was doing my performance, so she supposed to give me a performance report, and she said the summary of her report to me was, you need to focus on what you are paid to do, right? And even I own something. Here is people with one talent doesn't have an issue. People with multiple talents are the people with the real issue. Especially when it comes to prioritizing the talents, because life in itself is about priorities. I mean, you want to decide every time. Humans, I think there was a research that said that humans make millions of decisions in a single day. Right? There's a research about it that humans, no matter how small, we make millions of decisions in just a single day. It means that we have to always know what to decide and how to decide what to decide correctly. Right? And those things are very critical to our livelihood. They are critical to how we perform. There are books like seven rules of highly successful people. We have books like that. We have books by Tracy that said it's that wrong, and about efficiency, about effectiveness, about prioritizing your tasks overall. Are we together? So today we'll be talking about prioritizing our tasks, right? Let's say, for instance, you make clothes, right? If you have a dress to make today, you know that's just not to make that dress, right? But when you have 10 dresses to make, how do you exactly prioritize them? The one that has to be delivered first. And now, it is easy to say that because we're looking holistically at it, right? And when you're talking about now, you have a big conglomerate, you have a big business, you have work, you have staffs, workers, and other stuff. You know that that's the way you prioritize and you do your tasks differs. Take an instance, you are CEO of a clothes company where you actually make a lot of clothes. You guys make as high as 100 clothes in a single day, and you yourself enjoy the intricacy of the business, even down to sewing. You know that you cannot sew 100 clothes by yourself. You cannot pattern 100 clothes by yourself. You cannot stone 100 clothes by yourself. You might just pick a side of the business that you want to focus on. Is it the business development? Is it the designing? Is it this? Is it that? Then you either delegate the rest or remove some from your system and all those things, right? And I will be approaching this particular training and session two ways. We'll be using this Eisenhower matrix. It's a very popular matrix that says all tasks can either be important or not important. All tasks can either be urgent or not urgent. This is for urgent and important. This is for not urgent and important. This is okay. We have urgent like this. We have not urgent. Then we have important, not important. So we have this is not important, but urgent. Then we have not urgent, not important, right? And not important. So now, it's an example of something that is urgent. So someone give us an example of something that is urgent and very important in car operations. Fueling. We have fueling of our bikes is always important and very, very urgent that we do it. Now, in every task we do, our tasks can either fall here. Our tasks can fall here. So give us an example of that. So for what you do, let's take we have to take one as an example, because car operation can be big. It can make everything very started. So before we ask our HR what's important to you, and she say no that this is what's important to me, and we ask what's important to you, he will say no, that one that he says is not important. So most times tasks are driven, this kind of thing is driven based on team and based on team and based on individuals. So let's make it good. Let's use that way CSR and operation thing. Let's use them together. So we have fueling as important, as urgent and important, right? So what are the tasks that we know that in our daily itinerary we can schedule to be attended to later? Give us an example. We have, so it is urgent. It is not urgent, but it is important. It's important we do it, but it's not urgent. There's something we do every day that is important, but it's not urgent. Doing our report. Our report is necessarily not urgent, but it's important to do them. So we can schedule to do them later, right? As a thing, operations, and we are talking about operations and what? CSR. Now, there is a task that is urgent. That is urgent to us because we want to make money, want to reach our goal. Let's say our goal is making 500k every day for local delivery within Ibadan, right? But we have a goal that is very urgent for us, that is going to affect our overall results, but not necessarily our daily activity. Let's get the point. So for urgent and not important, we are using strictly that way CSR and operational split now. Now there's a task that is very urgent to us to this 500k. daily, but it is not as important. Now let me help us. So before we go dive into it, can you see any task that falls as important and urgent, we have to do it. You have to do it immediately, because most time, even in operation, it causes frictions. So you have to do it immediately. Task that is not urgent but important, you have to do what? Schedule it. And that's why our report is scheduled. Our report should be done latest 10 a.m. every other morning. So if they scheduled reports, but it's for something they did yesterday. So the report for yesterday was ready maybe around 9 something today. The report for today, you obviously be ready around maybe 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Are we together? But it is important we do it. But it's not urgent. It doesn't have the alacrity. It's not time bound. Or let me say it's not time bound. It is, it might be time bound, but it's not affecting the instance of time. Now, if you don't fuel me now, right now that you need for, you will not be able to do anything. So it is time consequential. Let me use that. That's a better word to use. It's time consequential. So that if you don't do now, it has, you will see consequence almost immediately after. Now we have this here. So because we say they are not important, does not necessarily mean that it is not important on that thing. It does not necessarily mean that it will not affect our overall good. But it means that it is not, it is this might necessarily not be time. One, it might not be time consequential. Two, it is not something that you have to be involved in compulsively. So let's say a task, TSR and fit. What's that task that you know that will help you get your goal, but you don't have to be involved in it? If someone else can do it, if someone else we can give it to someone else, so every task here can be delegated. Task here should be done immediately. So let's have it. We have every task here done immediately. So now, what task is urgent? The reason I'm putting this forward first now is that when you know tasks that you have to do immediately, you have tasks that are scheduled, you know that you can take place, you know the one minute, that will help you know the task that is urgent and not important. So what tasks in operation? Doing inventory, very good. It is, I want that is urgent to be done, right? No, you know, doing inventory will be here, will be not urgent, but it's important. So we can schedule to do it, doing inventory. As a team, again, as a team, something that I said that the other time, right? Well, we kind of went so poor on it, but it is actually getting leads for new customers. It will affect our growth, quite alright, but this can be delegated to the growth team. That's active in this company. Let's be realistic. Who sent the last BC out on getting customer? Was this TSR? Okay, so sending visit to a customer. Is it something that affects TSR good? Getting 500 every day. If you send BC out, are you going to get customer? When we send BC out, did you get customer? We did now, when we send those SMS. So it is conclusion to it can help our good. Was this TSR that did the work or sending BC out? It is as much as it's urgent. It is not important to the team itinerary, daily itinerary, so to put. So sending those BC outs can be delegated from that entirely. Also, beyond this, look at, see, so this, let's take the urgent, not important as a buzzword. Now, look at it as from a lens of what are the tasks that I can delegate or I have to delegate. Servicing like, so who do you want to schedule it to? You want to delegate it to? No, you are now. That is when you are doing your personal. That's a good one. For you know, this, like I said, this thing we are looking at it from a team perspective. Looking from a team perspective can be more complex. So we'll bring this down to you now, so you can see it. I'll use myself as an instance now. But yeah, as a team, because both of them are in sense now. So now let's make it easy. Let's use myself as an. But you can be telling my task. And I'll be telling you what category does my task fall into. So it makes sense for us to say this important and urgent. Do it now. Not important or not urgent and important. What I say? You do it. Not important but urgent. Delegate. Not important and not urgent. So yeah, be giving me tasks like this. You can't say, what do I do every day? Now, if Mr. does not do this thing, nobody's going to do it. Making sure the vendors do their payments, but I can delegate it. So this kind of thing are part of the, you know, when they say things that so they can activity, this activity does not cause productive. It's part of the things that are not productive. It's because of I am sending reminders. When I'm done sending reminder, in my mind, I've worked. But you know the problem with not, even once you understand this thing, you will know how to use your talents correctly. You will know how to improve your talents. Actually, you will know how to, you'll be more productive. You know, I've said it in the after that. I don't know if I would have said before that I'm not functioning at my highest because you guys are not ready to use me. You guys are ready to use me for menial works that someone else can do, and our CEO is not doing it. So that's number one. Let's say something else. There are things that if I don't do it, nobody can do it. Interfacing operations and tech team that is remote. So that's something I may not be able to necessarily delegate at this time. Interfacing, or interfacing with all team, leading all team. Okay, let's not call it interfacing. It's leading all team. At the moment, I lead all team. But you know, this is a compassion task. It's not, this leading all team is too scattered, it's too big. So let's break it down. I do approve of money. I approve all funds in cash, right? Should that be my task? For now, but I can delegate it. So now that's how to become highly productive in cash. Be seeing my task and my task. So approving of money, then move it. Approving of money. Interacting with stakeholders. This is communicate to the stakeholders via channel have failed to her. So they cannot come for a meeting. Stakeholders cannot come for a meeting. Mr. National. This can be delegated to you. So, okay, approval of petty funds to that account, to our operations account. Okay, yes. So I can always schedule that. I want to do that every 3 days. So that's the task that I can schedule. Approval of operation funds. But ideally, any meeting that does not affect my immediate results goes here. Are we together? Any meeting, any activity that does not affect my immediate results, however, I have to get them done, they go here. Are we together? Now, give me an example of not urgent, not important for me in council. Take an instance of buying catway mesh for staff. It's not important, it's not urgent. I can delete it. But buying of mesh is important but not urgent. I can take someone to be in charge of it. But those things are, when you running errands are important, but they're not urgent. I can schedule running my errand. How many of us cook during the weekends? We have market days. Right? Okay, all of you just jump into market. But you have days in your before you go to market, most times you put in your mind you're going to market. Market errands are always scheduled. As much as they are important, they are not urgent. There are things that I can do that so other people can do in this company. I have to move them to as my own not important, but they are urgent. Do you know the reason they are not important but they are urgent? Let me give you a clue again to this. Because what confuses me the most is it is not important. How do you say my tax is not important? Have you been thinking of it? I've been talking to that. How do you say my tax is not important? Every task that you can ask someone do and they will get the result you want to get are not important to you. That's why I said that for Catway CSRT, talking to a new customer is not important to them. Even as much as it's urgent, it's not as important to them. Because they can get the good thing to do what? To do it. They can get the good thing to do it and they will get the best result. Who got the new client who got back? Is it Stefan that got it? What's good thing? They have to say that as much as to your own team, it's what? It is urgent that you get it. Because getting it affects your 500k. I mean now, but it's not important for you to do the work of getting it. The good thing, it is what? It is important and urgent. Again, so if you have to do a map of good thing, what should be here is getting new customer. Can you see that even in a company, you don't need to join the bad wagons? When I say bad wagons, I'm not saying that bad guys or something. Well, you don't need to join anything that you just like, oh, everybody's doing this, I have to do it. That may not be an important task. To the HR, imagine HR. What is here for them? Urgent and important. Hiring riders. You know that in HR, let's use HR for instance now. Hiring every road is important to them. Hope you know. Hiring every road is important to them. But if I ask them, hiring riders and this thing is here, hiring CSR is here, where is hiring marketing ops? But tomorrow we can sleep and wake up and that hiring will be only thing here. Do you understand? That's how to appropriate your task. That's how to visualize your task. That's how to do your task. Because once you're able to get this task, you do your task better. You know what you don't need to do in your team. Are we together? You know what you don't. Who is confused? Are we confused? Is it simple enough? Now, let's move to another approach you can try to use is A, B, C, D, E. Now we know, okay, we've used the quadrants and the matches now to know all our tasks, one important. Now, what is that? Among all these tasks that I do the right meeting, which one, even inside the task, there's priority. Inside the important and object, there's priority. I mean now, there's one you're chasing first, the one you're chasing next, the one you're chasing next. So now, A, you find still A1 or A hiring now. We have A1 as hiring riders. We have A2 as what? Hiring CSR. Right? Now we can come to B. B are important tasks, right? But they are not as urgent. They are urgent, but not, let me say, they are urgent but not as important. They are urgent but not as important. So give me a task in your team that question of urgent but not important in your team. That you can do it later. So A is for task you have to do immediately. B is for task that you can do later. I don't want you to use something IRE. Think outside IRE. What's that thing that is something you can schedule to do later? When we got a UX designer, she sent first documents, but she has not signed and given feedback. That getting a feedback is it important? Is it important to you? It is not necessarily important to you in the context. Okay, how will I do this? So you not be confused. Okay, it's important to you, but okay, it's important to you, but it's not just that she has to do no. You don't do it now, what will happen? Okay, but if you don't do it now, the company will not die. It doesn't affect your goal for the day or for the month, as the case may be. Do you understand? So that's a B level task. So when you are done with your A, you move to your B's. Are we together? Now, do you know our B and C tasks are very closely related, right? They are very closely related in the context of. So let's say, okay, let's move to E. Then I'll come back to C. E are tasks that we have celebrates. In I, the tasks that you need to do. You can take task complete. D are tasks that you have to delegate. That someone else can do it on your behalf and they will understand. Take for instance, look at when you guys imagine I want to hire riders. You are not in the office. You don't have to delegate it. If you delegate tasks, someone else can do it, right? Someone else can really do it for you, without necessarily having an issue. Let's say want to call a lot of people to come for interview. Maybe the writers, when I was saying we should call them, we should reach out to them, you can delegate that those tasks too. You can be doing it and delegating that something else to it's your results, right? So that's it. That's about that. So now the number this one attacks that if I do it, if I don't do it, it doesn't come with so much consequence. And to help you to call them tasks that are nice to do. Are we together? They are not important, but you can do them if you have extra time. Give an example of in hiring tasks that are not so, they're nice to do, but they're not so important. They are not so, this is like the middle of the spectrum. So they are neither important, no urgent, no important, no urgent. They are just in the middle of the spectrum. The point is, this starts saying, if you do them or you do not do them, it has almost, most time, zero consequence to what you are doing. But there's something that if you do it, if you add to your plan, you like to be more easy for you. Imagine that every time you want to hire, you have a backlog of people that are waiting to be hired. Like I first reach out to. That one has no cost. If you don't do it, it doesn't affect your result. If you start doing it, it doesn't necessarily affect your result of hiring instantly. So that backlog is a nice to have. It does not affect it does not have a lot of consequences because you can call them later and none of them will be interested, just like what you're saying. But if you have it, it helps you reach out to them, even if it's bulk SMS, you reach out to them bulk SMS first. They were hiring now for that role we applied for last time. So do we understand? So these are the most important things, right? These have minor consequence, so you can schedule them for later. This has zero consequence. This is obligating when you know that someone else can do the job perfectly and it's for the nation. Are we clear?